I'm Prophetess Tate, and welcome to another edition of Coffee and Conversation. Today, we will be continuing our conversation on seed time and harvest. See, Coffee and Conversation starts now. Today, I have with me my husband Kendrick, and we're going to be talking about sowing good seeds. And so, we're going to be coming from Galatians 6:7 through 10. So, let's begin there with our reading. And we're going to begin reading from the TBT edition. All right. And it goes as this: God will never be mocked, for what you plant will always be the very thing you harvest. The harvest you reap reveals the seed that you planted. If you plant corrupt seeds of self life into the natural realm, you can expect a harvest of corruption. If you plant the good seeds of spirit life, you will reap beautiful fruits that grow from the everlasting life of the spirit. And don't allow yourself to be weary in planting good seeds, for the season of reaping, the wonderful harvest you planted, is coming. Take advantage of every opportunity to be a blessing to others, especially to our brothers and sisters in the family of faith. So, wow, that's saying a lot there about seed time and harvest. And we're going to kind of focus on sowing good seeds. And, when there's like the Pastor Angie and Pastor Trey were saying, that it does not have to be all the time money that you're sowing. You can seeds come in all forms, all different types of forms. And today we're going to be talking about, good seeds, good seeds. And so let's go back to the 7th verse and let's look at this. And it says, God will never be mocked. For what you plant would always be the very thing you harvest. And we were talking a little about this, and we were talking about even about starting your morning off. Sowing early in the morning, because you're going to reap. Your day is going to be a result of what you plant that morning when you get up out the bed, right?
That's correct.
And so whatever you plant, like you start your day complaining, guess what? Your day is going to be full of whatever the complaining harvest, whatever you're going to reap from complaining. That's what type of harvest you're gonna get. So it is good to start off good in the morning. Just know, even when you go into a place that you don't even want to be at, you can start that time off with good words, good words to say instead of complaining. Right, getting up in the morning and complaining.
Well, you have to go to bed early too to get rest. So that would be part of the
Good habits.
good habits. To
Hmm.
if you go to bed late and get up in the morning time and you feeling bad and stuff, so you might not sow no good words and no good seeds.
Right,
So
right, right.
so you have to get good enough rest.
Because you're gonna be tired
Yeah.
and
Then yeah.
okay, and so that's one of the things that we can remember. Start your day off right. Start your day off right, and just even with what you listen to when you get up in the morning. I'm very particular about starting my day off and what goes into my ear gates in the mornings. A lot of people like to listen to the news first thing in the morning, but I don't want that to be the first seed that is planted inside of me in the first thing in the morning. I try to get like the word or something inside of me if I'm listening to some type of word or of positivity, something coming into me too, so I can digest that. And so yeah, starting off good with good words, good seeds of words. Okay, let's look at the 8th verse. You gotta pull up. and it reads like this. It says, the eighth verse, it comes like to us like this: the harvest you reap reveals the seed that you planted. If you plant the corrupt seeds of self life into the natural realm, you can expect a harvest of corruption. Okay, let's stop there. Corruption. If you plant dishonest seeds, guess what? You're going to reap a harvest of dishonesty, you know. And this is a time, I looked at this verse and I said, what you reap reveals the seed that you planted, you know. And sometimes we just need to just sit there and just evaluate ourselves, and we can say, what is this harvest a result of? What seed is this a result of? And so it's a time to evaluate your life, and if you're reaping something, a harvest like unexpectedly, I didn't expect this to come up. I didn't expect to be going through this right now. So you have to kind of evaluate yourself and say, what did I plant? You know, what kind of seeds did I plant? You know, because if you plant seeds of dishonesty, guess what? You're gonna reap that, or corruption. You definitely gonna reap that. So let's talk about some of our let's talk about ourselves and some of the stuff that we are kind of reaping, experiencing the harvest of. You know, those seeds that we're experiencing the harvest of. And one of the things that we're gonna be a little transparent about is reaping the harvest of being overweight. You want to talk about that?
Well, I mean, if you eat the food over years, and it's gonna become bad for you. So you reaping the bad seeds, being overweight and high blood pressure and stuff like that, and
Yeah,
almost being
yeah,
diabetic and all that stuff. So you just gotta correct it by um, someone eating the right way, and
yeah, yeah,
try to
yeah,
do the right thing, exercise, and try to correct it.
yeah, yeah. So in other words, bad seeds, bad harvests, and I can say it like that. If you're experiencing bad harvest, you know it can be corrected, right?
Oh yes.
You can be corrected. You can recover from it. You don't have to continue to reap those things. And like Kendrick was saying, like our weight, and if you having issues, health issues, and you have to look and say, what is it that I've been doing to my body? You know, because food can be a seed that we're that we're sowing into our bodies. You know, bad, if whether it's bad and whether it's good, it can be a seed in which we're gonna reap whatever we put in our body. We're gonna reap from it down the line, years down the line. We're gonna reap from it. So we have to make some decisions to if we want good health, and then we're gonna have to sow different seeds into our body and our lives, like exercise and the right type of food or whatever. And even let's talk about even the good harvest in our life, the things that we're seeing manifest now, and it comes through harvest, and it comes through prayer. When we sow seeds of prayer in our lives, concerning our children, and concerning many things in our lives, and we're seeing it, the harvest of that to come up now. Wouldn't you say so?
Yes. I think over the years, the prayers we prayed, for as kids going to school, college, and so we got one graduating. She graduating again in a couple more weeks. So she went to college twice, and then we got a son, Chandler. He's about to graduate another year, and Miles, he's a sophomore, and scholarships. They practically didn't pay no money to go to school. So we prayed for all these things, and it came to pass. Some good seeds.
Yeah, yeah. And the thing that we used to do, and I know you implemented this in our family life, and when they were small, we couldn't even go to bed without praying.
Yes.
I don't care if they had even their friends that come over. We gathered them together, and we all prayed, and that was something that we did like every night. We gathered everybody together, and we would make them pray, and each one of us would say a prayer, and that's some. Those were good seeds that we sown. And we're reaping the harvest, even of those prayers. It's amazing that you think like, well, all these years, you praying and you confessing those things, and then you see the harvest of those things now. And I know when I used to take them to school, and I would have them repeating confessions, in the car as we go, to school. And so, you can see those things now manifesting in their lives, and the harvest that they're reaping now, it comes from through prayer. So it is a good thing, to sow good seeds, and you can sow good seeds of prayer now. And that is something that I encourage everybody to do. Even things that we're praying for, we praying for their mates, their spouses now. And we haven't seen the harvest of that yet, but we're waiting even to see the harvest of even that. It's there's nothing, and we have to change our mentality of about what seeds are. And so right now, you can even go now, begin now to sow those prayer seeds. You can. It's not too late, never too late. I don't even care if your kids are grown. It is not too late. Don't you agree?
I agree.
Yeah, it is not too late to begin to sowing now. So let's go on and let's read. We're about done. Let's go ahead and read I think it's the ninth verse now. The ninth verse. This is so good. This is so good, y'all. Even to be able to go over this with Kendrick, and we talk about it, and kind of just start evaluating our life and seeing what we're experiencing. What are we experiencing now? And then just to see, okay, now let's go back and let's think about what kind of seed did we sow to get this to happen. You know that we're experiencing this, or where was that seed planted in? So it's been amazing, even just to go back and just examine ourselves and examine our marriage and whatever, to see, what is this the harvest of. That's good. And the ninth verse says, and don't allow yourself to be weary in planting good seeds, for the season of reaping the wonderful harvest you planted is coming. Take advantage of every opportunity to be a blessing to others, especially to our brothers and sisters in the family of faith. First of all, we're talking about good seeds, and we're talking about sowing good. And sometimes you get the feeling that, that uh, you're kind of the minority when you are sowing good seeds in a situation, especially like when you all around you is you see nothing but evil, and you see nothing but bad around you, and you kind of feel out of place if you're not that person that's sowing those bad seeds. And an example of that is if you're the nice person. You always the nice person. You always bringing a nice word, and you always positive. And they said, don't stop doing that, because you would definitely reap the harvest of being that way. I don't care if people around you is bringing a different energy, or even negative all the time. Ta Do not move from that position. I mean, stand on that. Stand on being positive. Wouldn't you say that, Kendra? Because you were telling me when we're talking about this a situation that happened to you at work, and and if you had started your day off with negative, it would have went a total different way, right?
Oh yes, that was right. We just some things happened. Someone said something to me that wasn't really nice, but
But your response
my
was,
response, I just just kept going, but I almost lost it, but I just kept my cool and kept on going.
Yeah, yeah. And we were talking about, I was like, one of you would have started your day off with being negative, and then that person is negative and you negative, and that's it. It would have been a whole new different thing going there. So if you're a type of person that always bring a positive energy, do not stop that. Do not stop that. Always sow those seeds of kindness. Always sow those seeds of love and being patient, those fruit of the spirit. Always sow those seeds whenever you can, because you would definitely reap the harvest of those good things, sow them daily. I would try to sow any kind of kindness and goodness daily. I would try to do that on a daily basis, because you're going to reap it. That is something that that is a, what we call that, it's going to happen regardless to anybody. What you reap you will sow. What you sow you will reap. I said it backwards. What you reap, whatever you sow you will reap. Got kind of thrown off a little bit, but whatever you sow you will reap. That is a principle. That's what I was looking for, that word. It is a principle, and it will happen to anybody. So I would try to sow kindness all the time, because that's what I want to reap. That is what I want to reap. I would try to sow that. That would be my constant thing, that I know that you're gonna get from me. You're gonna get kindness from me at all times. I'm gonna sow it, even in a bad situation. It may be hard sometimes. It may be hard. And you were saying something about how the enemy.
Yeah, I said the enemy comes to make us speak against what we know that's true.
Yeah,
So,
because we know that this is going to happen, but the enemy may tell you, like, look, look, you don't have to be nice to that person. That person is not nice to you, so you don't have to speak nice about that person. He was trying to tell you, you're not getting anywhere with being kind. You're not getting anywhere from being that way. You're looking stupid. So let's kind of block out the enemy's voice, because he's trying to, like Kendra said, he's trying to get us to go against what we know is true. We know we're gonna reap. If we sow good, we're going to reap good. We know that. We know that. And so the enemy will try to make us not sow those kind things, because, of whatever of the way the situation is, or whoever is in our ear. But we have to remember that the Lord, the Lord is good regardless. The Lord is good regardless. And we can be the same way regardless. You have anything else you want to say?
nah, that's it. Covered it all.
Yeah, so let's just remember sowing good habits. Sow good habits. Sow good habits, and you will reap good habits. And so if we want to change our life, we want to change those whatever is going on in our life that we don't like. We have the power to change it. We have the power to change it, and it's through changing it may even be simple as changing what you're saying. Changing what you're saying. Say something different. It may be as simple as that. Another thing that you can do, may pray something different. Be specific of what you pray. you know Pray something different, or pray, or just pray. You may not be praying, so just pray. Pray, add prayer to your daily life. Add prayer to your morning. Add prayer to your morning. And it would even change that situation. You agree?
Yep.
Oh, so thank you for joining us with this edition of Coffee and Conversation. And remember, sow those good seeds.